What was the Southwest Research Institute? And what were they up to? I went down south to San Antonio.
Hi, doing, sir? How can I help you?
On the outskirts of the city, behind barbed wire fences, stands one of the largest private research labs in the world. It happens to be run by a close friend and advisor to President George W. Bush.
There are three primary areas. The first is genetics, and we have a very large and very internationally acclaimed genetics group. Secondly, our infectious disease program, which is the other large program, which includes the high containment laboratories. And then thirdly, we have one of the largest non-human primate research centers in the world.
The Primate Center holds over 6,000 baboons, animals prized for medical research because their genetic makeup is the closest to the human genome. I was astounded to learn that SFBR, a privately run foundation, also operates a Biosafety Level 4 lab, the highest containment level in research labs.
Well, BSL-1, we don't really have BSL-1 here. That's basically your high school laboratory. BSL-2, these are things that could cause disease but are not easily or ever transmitted in the laboratory. You can work with small quantities of HIV in a BSL-2 lab. BSL-3, those are things that do cause serious disease but for which there is usually some sort of treatment, like anthrax, plague, or tularemia, where antibiotics are quite effective against those if you catch it in time. And then, of course, in BSL-4, there's no cure, no vaccine, lethal, and it's probably transmittable in the laboratory.
Today, SFBR is working closely with the U.S. government in researching biological warfare agents.
Well, we were actually working with things like anthrax before 9/11 and before the October anthrax attacks. We were all vaccinated already for anthrax. We knew how to work with it. We'd had the clearances necessary to work with it, and we had a select agent permit to allow us to work with it. So we were able to help the government a lot as the attacks were occurring. But after that, there was a lot more money being given for biodefense, and so we expanded our program into the hemorrhagic fevers like Ebola, Marburg, SARS erupted, and we were able to work on that right away because we had all the facility. And we also work with plague and tularemia, which are other select agents, those things the governments have predetermined to be potential biological weapons.